Hello everybody, Taylor here. So, I'm finally back from being out of town for a week. I'm not at work training anymore, so filming is going to get a little bit easier. Today we have the Rocha vs. Inman match, which I just have no idea how this is going to go. Because I have Inman in my bracket, and that would really support all of the upsets we've been having this whole round. But because this is the only upset, I think, that I actually picked on my bracket. I don't know if Cushing was really an upset, but I picked Rachel. So if that was, then this is the second upset that I have. But, oh, and Levine too, I guess. But anyway, so I have Inman, and we're just gonna see how this goes. Yeah. I apologize, I don't have makeup on. Like, I'm in my comfortable clothes because I'm finally home after being away. So I apologize for that. But let's get right into this.
The outlaw doesn't quit. I said from the beginning when I beat Mance that I want the title around my waist and that I was going to beat every single person on the way. When you want to get to where you're going, you got to use those people as the stepping stones to get to where you're going. And just like Mance, Harloff, and Riley, they were my stepping stones to take care of baby carrots.
And your winner, advancing to the Schmoedown Spectacular More, Baby Carrots.
When I take on and beat Riley, I'm going to take on Merle, because it's not over yet. It's not over yet. You stay with me now.
Freaking Makuga's face.
We're going to win. Riley, I love you to death, but I got to beat you again, because I want Dan. What I said is I want that belt around my waist, so there's still a chance.
And your winner, the Outlaw, John Rocha!
Listen, you and me, you got to worry about it. You going to hold on to that belt when I face you? I don't think so. I've been working my ass off to fight Dan Merle, and now the time has come.
And your winner, and the new champion!
Before Harloff comes out here,
Uh-huh.
I would just like to say, win or lose, Rocha,
Yeah.
when Mance beats you the next time,
Come on now.
I want to take you on.
Oh, he's calling out Rocha.
It's going to end up like Batman vs. Superman. Less than stellar for you.
You
That's
wrote-
what it'll be.
Dang.
That's what it'll be, son.
Or it could be an extended edition, better than most think.
Even worse.
You may be asking yourself, why am I in this fatal five-way? I'm going to tell you why. It's because, you know, if you
Come
look at
on,
my
Inman.
Inter-Geekdom career, been performing pretty steady.
Man, I
Look at
really
the
hope he
team
pulls it
career.
out today. I
You're doing
really
pretty
do.
well. Team Truck's had a solid run. But if you look at my singles career, I've stumbled a couple of times. But I've only stumbled against champions. Ziggy Stardust, David Bowie.
That's correct.
Chris McQuarrie.
Correct.
Justin Bureau.
Correct.
Is it Sweet Home Alabama?
That's
correct.
Is it Pittsburgh?
That's 1 point.
Nice.
Jason!
Oh.
And your winner,
Wow.
going on to play John Rocha, Jason Justice Inman!
You will, in fact, be facing John Rocha in the Ultimate Schmoedown tournament.
That, you know,
That
I'm a
was
little
one of the
afraid
most
of Rocha.
satisfying
I'm a
moments
little
of
afraid
seeing
of Rocha. He's a good
Inman
pal
win
of
that
mine,
match.
and I know that he's an evil, evil man, but now he's a hero again. So, you know, it'll be nice just to be in the same tournament as John Rocha, because last year I missed out by one. Christian Harloff beat me. I barely didn't make it in. So this year it'll be nice to at least get in round one. And whoever wins, you know what? I'll cheer him on. You know, if Rocha beats me, I'll make this promise to Rocha right now. If Rocha beats me, I'll walk out and cheer with him all the way through to the end.
I got him. Oh man, here we go. I'm so excited.
the movie
Yes.
trivia Schmoedown. It's the ultimate Schmoedown, and what a match today. But before we get to that part,
Christian.
I haven't talked to you since, my man.
Yeah, what's going on?
Crushing defeat here to Stacey Howard.
It
It was
happened.
a loss. It was
Yeah.
a tough one.
Yeah.
I wasn't here. I was shocked to hear it. I was heartbroken to hear it.
Thank you very much for
How
your
are you-
sympathy.
Well, yeah, you know, you're my buddy.
I received your card.
How are you? I honestly thought you and I were going to be going head to head at the Spectacular this year.
Yeah, you know, it turns out baby carrots actually have a lot of chlorine in them.
Yeah.
And it turns out that they're not real carrots. They're just actually chopped up bigger carrots. So
Yeah.
the name baby carrots will continue on. But as far as my future in this tournament, Stacey Howard put that to an end. And I'm, hats off to Stacey Howard. If I had to lose to somebody, I'm glad it's one of the bright new stars in this league. Make no mistake about it, I'm emotionally dead inside.
You are indeed. Now look, you are what we're seeing some old dogs get taken out. in
I'm
this
very
tournament.
drunk right now.
You are out of the tournament. Josh McCouga is out of the tournament.
He's drunk as well.
One of the old dogs that is in the tournament
Right there.
is the former team champion, the former singles champion, and last year's finalist, John the Outlaw Rocha.
He's still playing.
He's still playing.
Oh, good for him.
He is back, and he is hungry. He really wants to play me for that belt come Spectacular. But in order to do that, he now has to play Jason Inman, who rightfully earned his shot in that fatal five-way where even Jason Inman didn't think he was going to win it. He was shocked when he did. No, he came in the ultimate underdog and came out winning and had a great performance.
That's the story of this match right now, is that you have a geek versus a cowboy, but the cowboy has a lot of geek in him, and
Right.
the geek, he's got some fight in there, and he might own a horse as well.
All right, so both these guys, obviously Rocha is determined to get back on top. The stipulation, we haven't seen Rocha since the collision, and the stipulation that was made in order for him to play in that triple threat was that he would have to win 3 matches in a row in order to get that shot. Well, the tournament would solve that problem. He would win 4 in a row, then he would get that shot.
Right
so
there.
Rocha's ready to do it. He's always been one of the most competitive in the league. He is ready to play. The game face is on. He's excited to get back in here, and it's going to be something. But the two of these guys had some nice words to say about each other and some competitive words. Here we go.
All right, here we go. First match back in the tournament once again. You saw me in the tag team match. We took care of business, Matt and I, against Real Rejects. Here I go against another 16-seed team. And what do I got to do? Just like the team match. I got to win 4 matches. That's interesting. Yeah, 4 matches. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I get Harloff.
Well, looky here. How the hell did I get here? I didn't even expect that I was going to be here. But you know what? I am here. I earned my shot to take on a former champion.
great.
John Rocha,
I love team
he's a
action, but
friend
that
of
was
mine.
hilarious.
He's a mean son of a bitch. He's a hell of a competitor. But John, I love you. Now that I'm here, I'm not going anywhere.
Jason Inman, saw your match. You're fantastic. You're going to be a hell of a competitor for me in this match today. But I got to take you out, baby. That's how it works. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what we're getting to.
I'm going to rise like the phoenix that is one half of Team Trek, because that's right. We were in the team tournament. Yeah, I'm gunning for the Inner Geekdom tournament right now, and now I'm in the singles. And John, I'm sorry. You were my friend. I love you to death. Don't talk about my wife that way, but you got to go out.
So, Jason, you're the next part. I love you to death. You're young. I love your wife. I love everything about you, Jason Inman. But I got to take you out. Because like everyone else in this tournament, you're a bag of bones in the way of the belt.
I think if you would ask anybody, I am truly the ultimate underdog of the
Absolutely.
Schmoedown. But you know what? Those are the people that are going to surprise you.
These shoulders are built to carry championships. So that's what I'm here to do. Yeah, I'm a face, I'm a heel, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's time to compete. It's time to get it done.
I am the underdog. I am here to stay. I earned my shot. And you know what? I'm going to use that momentum to rocket myself all the way to the top.
Jason Inman, it's time to go down. Live long and prosper. And
Oh,
I'm going to treat you like Spock at the end of Star Trek 2. I'm going to jettison you out of the ship and put you on that planet.
dang. Wow.
Woo, boy, man. I mean, Rocha.
different Rocha. It's a different Rocha.
It's a different Rocha. I like the competitiveness from Inman. An interesting note is that these guys consider some of their strengths to be Star Wars and Star Trek. That's not on the wheel. However, you do have some all-time Rocha favorites.
Yeah.
And, of course, Jason Inman is never too far away from comic book movies.
It is absolutely the truth, and I think that it's very interesting here because Inman didn't get in last year. He almost did. But Rocha, this is the tournament that made Rocha the star that he is today in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. So can he ever repeat the performance? Very interested to see. He's a heavy favorite to win the tournament if you would ask the fans or anybody who is part of this league. but it's going to be tough. And we are ready to go. Mark, are you ready for the tail of the tape?
Inman nipping at his heels. Let's see what each character has as far as the strength goes.
Tail of the tape, Jason Inman has comic book movies, animated movies, and putting down Jeff Snyder when Jeff Snyder says dumb things.
He is very good at doing that. Snyder good at saying dumb things as well.
John Rocha, strengths are biopics. He has dramas, and his strength, drama.
Full of drama. He's really good at blowing up bathrooms before matches, and now we get to see him compete firsthand.
You ain't kidding. That looked like that was a problem. All right, guys.
Saw it?
I saw him in there, and I decided I wasn't going to go in there.
I saw shoes and ran the other direction.
Smart move. Could be.
Excuse me, boots.
Horror film. All right.
Oh my
Here we
gosh.
go. Ladies and Mark, are you ready to go?
Oh, let's hear those words.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
I've missed that.
3 rounds in the Ultimate Schmoedown singles division. Introducing first. Representing Team Trek with a record of 2 wins, 2 defeats. Give it up for Jason Justice Inman.
Heck yeah, look at that. He's got style there. Oh, yes, Wonder Woman.
The tournament in general, that's the point. Is
Got
that
a Wonder Woman jacket on there.
this tournament in general makes stars, and already just in the Fatal 5-Way, Jason Inman wins that Fatal 5-Way, gets himself this chance, and my God, if he could beat John Rocha, he could easily make himself a favorite to win this.
Absolutely, and the Wonder Woman jacket, apropos, hopefully he's the latest woman in a long line to reject John Rocha here today.
And his opponent, representing the Horsemen, with a
Oh my
record
gosh. I'm
of
just
6 wins,
so pumped for
4
this.
defeats. He is the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist, the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown team champion, the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown singles champion, the Outlaw John Rocha! Smiling Rocha! Smiling
Oh, that's
That's the whitest I've ever seen John Rocha.
Yeah, very wedding Rocha
Wow.
out there on the reception dance
Interesting.
floor.
That's
Very casual,
very different John Rocha.
That's right.
Taking a seat. He's still he's got 2 of the horsemen showing. He's on I Love
Oh,
Rocha.
well, this is just a dandy of a match so far.
Very look. I like that. I like what Rocha did there. He's got only the 2 horsemen kind of showing out of his
That's
vest.
right.
Smart.
Let's get it on.
All right, here we go. Round number 1. It's gonna work like this, Mark. How?
In round number 1, competitors are going to hear 8 questions from 8 different movie categories. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question, and there is no stealing in round 1. Once you hear the question asked by us up here at the news desk, please write down your answer on the whiteboard in front of you, just south of your Coors Light, Mr. Rocha.
Thank you.
And when we ask you to show your answer, please reveal it to the cameras at the same time you verbalize it into the microphone.
Jason Inman, are you ready?
Let's do it.
John Rocha, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question number 1 in the realm of animated. What comedian voices the woolly mammoth Manfred in Ice Age?
Boy, those movies get funnier and funnier the more they make them. Those Ice Age
You really are drunk.
Oh, they are. Oh, I find them so entertaining.
Are you on heroin?
That's false correct.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. John Rocha.
Ray Romano.
Correct. Inman.
Ray Romano.
There you go. Tie it up. 1-1. Here we go.
Right.
Question 2.
Neither competitor blinking just yet. Your next category, famous directors. These are directors who have acquired some level of fame. And your question is, what famous director founded the effects company Industrial Light and Magic?
Oh, I don't know that. I have no idea.
Is that a trick question?
Are you good at light and or magic? Do you know any magic tricks?
I'm great at magic.
You're
I
great.
have no
you
idea.
are great
It's
at
a tough one.
entertaining
5,
a little person.
4,
That's different.
3, 2, 1. Jason Inman.
George Lucas.
That's correct. Rocha.
George Lucas.
Yeah, I
right.
put Steven
Here we go.
Spielberg. I have no
Applause
idea.
for that because it was the easiest question we've ever asked.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
This side of Calvin Klein it is. God
Cat-
damn it.
I'm not even supposed to be here, so I'll take it.
Category of dramas. Category of dramas. Who won an Academy Award for playing accused spy Rudolph Abel in Bridge of Spies?
Oh. Dang. Who is it?
That one gave most some pause.
They thought about it.
Yeah, their pen's so funky now.
Oh, all right, take it easy. And
I don't know who it is. Dang it.
3,
I
2,
don't remember.
1. Pens down, John Roca.
Mark Rylance.
That's correct. Inman.
He's also in Dunkirk.
He is. But
He is.
All right, here we go. Next question.
Stole an Oscar from Sylvester Stallone. Still
Yes.
not happy about it.
John
Agreed.
Roca takes the lead. 3-2.
Your next category is in horror/thriller movies. And your question is thus. Name the very first film where audiences met the killer doll with a fierce grin, Chucky.
First film out of the 7,000 of them that we made.
And again, like the Ice Age, they get better and better and
That's
better.
not necessarily untrue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Jason Inman.
Is it Child's Play?
That's correct. Roca.
Child's Play.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
I have no
There
idea.
you go. All right, John
I just
Roca
put
has not
Chucky.
missed 4-3 here. Next question. Action adventure. What was the subtitle of the first live-action G.I. Joe movie released in 2009?
You know what I love about
Oh.
Roka's matches is that you get to literally be along for the ride with him every breath he takes.
He does.
And he groans even when he clearly knows that he's Sting and the police would love this guy.
5, 4,
I don't know.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, Inman.
Rise of Cobra?
Correct.
Nice.
Renegades.
Oh, he
I
missed
knew
it.
it
All
was
right, so
something
ties it
Cobra,
up
but
here.
I didn't
First
know.
miss.
Renegade, who had it made, they finally found Roca, and neither gentleman will be getting a bonus question this round. Your next category is fantasy sci-fi movies. Name the featured actor in Alien Resurrection, who would go on to star in the 2 Hellboy movies.
I remember liking that Alien Resurrection. I'm confused. I remember liking that. Wait, you get confused very easily.
5,
You're a very special little boy.
3. So's Adam Smith.
I don't know.
2, 1. Pens down, and John Roca.
Ron Perlman.
That's correct.
Ron Perlman.
There you go. Tie game here. 5-5 here. Next question, category
I was
romance.
gonna guess Ron Perlman, but I
Romance.
didn't think he was an
Who
alien.
plays the
so.
fiance to Owen Wilson's struggling author in Midnight in Paris?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Writing?
The only 2 people I know in that movie are Owen Wilson and Tom
It
Hiddleston.
doesn't mean my book's not going to be better than you.
True. 5, 4,
Dang, I don't know.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and John Roca.
Rachel McAdams.
That's correct, isn't it?
I said Amy Adams. That's part of the answer.
Oh,
So Roca takes the lead
wow.
back here, 6-5.
Opening
Next
up a
question.
gash.
Last one? Last one.
Your next question, the final in this round 1, comes from the world of new releases. And your question is, what is the name of Karen Gillan's character
They
in the
misspelled
Guardians of the
misspelled
Galaxy movie?
Gillan, but
Crap.
Crap is not the answer.
That's what my book would be about.
Crap?
I would write Guardians of the Galaxy fan fiction, and I would destroy whatever He-Man BS you come up with.
You're just a negative person.
You'd be writing a He-Man book, wouldn't you? Yeah, yes or no?
I miss Ken Knapsack. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Jason Inman.
It's called Nebula.
That's correct. Roca.
I said it was a sister, but Nebula as well.
Sister Nebula works.
Yeah, Sister
Sounds-
Nebula.
yeah.
She's not in a convent currently.
alright, well at
but
least
we'll
I got
take
2
it.
All right,
points out of that. I
so
should have had
after-
more, but
That
whatever.
came at the end, man.
Round number 1 here.
Whatever.
Former champion is up 1 point over
Oh,
Jason
thank
Inman,
God.
who's
That was
hanging
scary.
strong here.
Good
7-6.
first round. You're right.
Jason Inman played great. 7-6. That is something to say. They only went 1 point deficit to Roca going into round 2.
And now we are in round 2. Round 2, known
Come on,
to
we
fans
only be
worldwide
nice to
all across the
Inman.
galaxy
Please,
as the
please,
wheel round. As the wheel is out there, each competitor gets a spin at that wheel. If you don't like the category you spin, you are allowed 1 mulligan, at which point you must answer 4 questions from that given category. Each question is worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can check the multiple choice, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1 point. Keep in mind, competitors, there is stealing available in round 2. John Roca, you are the favorite, and you have a narrow 1 point edge over Jason Inman. Would you like to spin first or defer to your Star Trek fan playing opponent?
I defer to my Star Trek fan.
All right. Also, guys, do
Ooh,
not forget the
interesting.
JTE rule as well as the challenge rule.
Who
All
could
right.
forget
All right.
that?
There we go. Jason Inman, you're up first. Give it a good spin.
Come on, Jason.
There we go.
Come
Here we
on,
go. You got to think he's
Come
searching for
on.
comic book movies here.
Spin, Jason.
It's not going to get there. It might get to
Spielberg.
Spielberg movies.
Spielberg, what does
Senor
tough.
Spielbergo.
what does he do? What does he do?
I'm going to stay with
He's
it.
gonna stay
Wow.
with
I
it.
feel like that's a smart
Spielberg.
choice,
Stay with it.
Respect,
actually.
Jason.
There we
Respect.
Stay
go.
with it.
Jason, 4 questions in the realm of Spielberg. First one.
Come on,
The
Jason.
1989 film Always tells the tale of a recently deceased pilot, Spirit, looking for a newer pilot, only to find him falling for the Spirit's surviving girlfriend. Who are the two male leads?
It's Richard Dreyfuss. Mel Gibson?
Incorrect.
I think it's Richard Dreyfuss and Rick Rossovich.
That's incorrect. Richard Dreyfuss and John Goodman.
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Did you really think it
I'm
was
gonna
Slider
challenge
from
that.
Top Gun?
I'm going to challenge that. Look it up.
All right.
Rick Rossovich might be in the movie, but
He
the
is.
two male leads are John Goodman and Richard
Well,
Dreyfuss.
you can argue the
He
leads.
challenged it. He challenged it. It's
Yeah.
a challenge right now by the Outlaw. We'll be back. Under
Dang, that's interesting that he would challenge that.
All right, we're back from the challenge. The Outlaw has challenged, and we are sticking with the original ruling. John Goodman is the lead. John Rocha will lose his
But
challenge.
Rick Rossovich was great in Top Gun.
Right. So, all right, now back
Come on,
to
Inman.
Jason Inman. Jason Inman. Here we go. Jason, what was the first movie that Spielberg was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Director?
Come on.
I'm gonna go multiple choice.
A. Jaws. B. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. C. Raiders of the Lost Ark. D. E.T.
E.
B.
That's correct.
Nice.
Close Encounters. That's
Close
1 point.
Encounters of the Third Kind.
All right, here you go.
Rick Rossovich, great in that movie.
Question 3. Benedict Cumberbatch and Tom Hiddleston co-star in this Spielberg
Is
drama.
it Warhorse? I'm pretty.
Multiple choice.
Is it A. Munich?
Yeah,
B,
it's Warhorse.
Lincoln,
It's D.
C. Amistad. D. Warhorse.
It's D.
Warhorse.
Yep.
That's correct. 1 point.
And the Warhorse Inman now up one on John Rocha.
Final question here, Jason, in the world of Spielberg. What is Spielberg's longest film with a running time of over 3 hours?
Believe it's Schindler's List.
2 points,
Nice.
Jason Inman.
Wow.
10-7, taking a 3-point lead on the former champion.
Nice
but now it is
playing.
time for Rocha to.
I really
check out
hope
that
Rocha
first
gets
one they
opponent's
missed.
choice
Rocha
or
didn't
something
steal, so
that's
well,
just
not too
like-
bad.
Hey, well, if you give Jason Inman a lead going in round 2 before Rocha spins, I think that's a win for him. We'll see what Rocha can come up
All
with
right.
right now.
There's a good spin.
All right, that's
That was
it.
decent.
Nice hearty spin
good
by a
spin.
seasoned veteran.
That's a good spin.
Here comes Biopix. He wants Biopix.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
Yes.
Does it again. He has
Big
Nice.
spin by Rocha right there.
Are there any biopics left? I'm a little nervous.
I
now.
would
All right.
like to see Frank Janish's stats on Rocha's
Jesus.
biopic.
All right, John Rocha, you have spun a desired
This is not
category.
this is not going to be
According
good for
to many
Jason. I'm
sources
really
out there,
sad
you're a
right
fan of
now.
Biopics, and here's your
Ugh.
first question in that world. Who directed 127 Hours?
Ooh. That's a great movie, but I have no idea who
5.
directed it.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Steven Soderbergh, B, Danny Boyle, C, Doug Lyman, or D, Bennett Miller?
Danny Boyle.
1 point for John Rocha.
That's what I was going to say.
Your next question. As depicted in the 2014 biopic American Sniper, which of the following attacks on the United States prompts Chris Kyle to enlist in the United States Navy?
Which of the?
Which?
Which following?
Oh,
which-
9/11.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Jason Inman.
Damn it.
It's not the World Trade Center.
That is incorrect. We're looking for the 1998 U.S. Embassy bombings in East Africa.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have.
It was very well
Is
known.
the answer to that question.
That's what happens when you answer all the biopics. They get this deep. All right.
All right, here we go. Your next question. Who plays the frustrated new prime minister in The Queen?
Oh, Michael Sheen.
2
2
points.
points
Ties
for
it up.
Rocha.
Nice.
That was big.
We are now tied up. And your question. In the world of biopics, which you enjoy living in regularly, Chadwick Boseman occasionally breaks the fourth wall while starring in what biopic?
Five.
I guess I got to go multiple choice.
Is it A, Why Do Fools Fall in Love? B, 42? C, Get On Up? Or D, Talk to Me?
Dang. This is a hard round for Rocha.
Jesus, I don't know.
5.
Get on up.
For 1 point in the
Rocha
lead,
steals
he
it.
has done it.
But look, if you would have told me that Rocha would only have a 1 point lead going into round number
Dang,
3.
Look
this
at the
is
smile on Jason
crazy.
Inman's face right now.
Jason Inman
This
has
is
nothing to lose.
insane.
Stop. He's just happy to be here, and he might upset one of the greatest competitors this game has ever seen.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
As we get into
I
round
can't
number
believe
3.
this.
Mark, how's round number 3 work?
In round number 3, each competitor is going to give us a series of 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 20. Rocha, you'll give us your 3 numbers first, then Inman, because Rocha has the 1 point lead. That's how that works. Each number you give us corresponds to a movie category up here at the news desk. Your first question is going to be worth 2 points. Your next question is worth 3 points. The last question is worth 5 big points. And like we said, Rocha, you're going to be giving us your 3 numbers first. So which numbers feel lucky today?
2, 4, and 6.
2, 4, 6. Jason Inman.
Basic.
Let's go with 7, 10, and 12.
All right, so it's going to start with Jason Inman here, who's going to try
Come on,
to avoid
Inman,
the
come
TKO and send
on.
it back to
Oh,
Rocha just
my
by
gosh.
answering his first 2-pointer here. It is number 7. Number 7 is what he chose. Number 7, Jason, that would be DiCaprio films. DiCaprio films. Name a film in which the name of Leo's character is in the title of the film.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
That is incorrect. That's incorrect. He did not play Gilbert.
That's right.
It was Johnny Depp.
He was looking for either Romeo and Juliet, J. Edgar, or The Great Gatsby.
I gave up an easy question.
All right, so there you go. So right there, we
Dang.
Now Inman needs his 3-pointer.
needs his 3-pointer.
Come on,
Send it back to
Inman.
Rocha.
Send it back. All right, category of scores and soundtracks. Scores and
Come
soundtracks.
on, Inman.
All right, Jason, what Disney song won the Academy Award for
In
Best Original Song
2014?
in 2014? What Disney song?
Dang. 2014. I don't know.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
What Disney song won
I
the
have
Academy
no
Award
idea.
for Best Original Song
Dang.
in 2014?
I have no idea.
5, 4,
I don't know.
3, 2.
I have no idea. It's not coming to me.
Let it go. Frozen.
Oh, wow.
Let it
So
go.
now,
I would have never gotten
Let
that.
it go, and with one more
Holy
question, he might let go of his chances to win the ultimate Schmoedown.
I'm just happy to be here. I'm just going to say that. It's all
all right,
good.
here you go. All right, here we go. So
That's
your
easy
final
questions,
question here, your final question in order to avoid the TKO, your 5-pointer in the category of Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks. Name the first film that featured
Tom and Meg Ryan.
in leading roles together.
Dang.
You said first. Now I think you're trying to trick me. But I'm just, you know what? This has been a lovely time. So I'm just happy to be here. Sleepless in Seattle.
And your
Wow. That was a great match, though.
The answer was Joe versus the volcano.
That's right, and Inman ran into the volcano of the movie Trivia Schmoedown competitors here. You know what? A game effort by Jason Inman, and he ran into some tough questions and categories he wasn't as familiar with. You won't see a lot in the Inner Geekdom, but I think Inman can be back here in singles play in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Well, what this does is it sets up a heated match here between John Rocha and Sam Levine.
Oh, yeah,
that
that's
is
gonna be
very,
interesting.
Very interesting. Sam Levine
Ooh.
and John Rocha now going head to head. John Rocha wants some revenge on Sam Levine for
Ah,
talking
yes,
at the
he
free
does.
for all, and Sam's been wanting to go after John for a long time. So there you go. That is that was something. It looked like Jason was putting up a fight, but then he just couldn't pull it together in the 3rd round. Well, let's go and talk to Jen Sturger, who is here with both
Yay,
John
I
Rocha
love Jen.
and Jason Inman.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm Jen Sturger here with the legend, John Rocha. How's it feel to be back? We haven't seen you in a while. We saw you in, your last time you won was in February.
Yeah.
And then you were in the triple threat match.
Yeah.
And now you're back.
Yeah.
And you're competing in the tournament.
Yeah, it's a whole new tournament. It's deeper, it's harder. There's more player, and there's upsets happening all over the place. So it's incredible to beat Jason Inman by 1 point, and I've got something to prove. Losing to Dan in that triple threat match on the heels of losing the tag team titles or losing the tag team opportunity with Matt Nost against the Patriots. I'm just in a different place. I mean, I'm focused. I'm not going to get too high, not too low. Do my breathing, do all my meditation, do my focusing. And, you know, this guy, Jason Inman, it says 16. No way was he a 16 seed. That guy beat he won in the 5-way. He came and brought it, and it was a tight game. If he hadn't missed those third-round questions, it was going to come back to me. So beating him by 1 point says something about that competition.
And how about that second round when you spun biopics? How stoked were you?
Yeah, very, very happy. And, you know,
But the biopics questions are getting harder.
they
right?
are, you know, and that's my fault because I keep spinning it and it keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper and we're getting more obscure. So it's you know, it's a tough situation, but I'm also feeling a bit, you know, I was a bit rusty. It's been a bit, so, you know, just kind of figuring it out as I go along.
Absolutely. So now, of course, we've got to talk what's coming up for you next in this tournament.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's been a lot of trash talking from Sam Levine, who I don't know. Are you sad that Sam beat Bibiani?
I'm a little bit sad that Sam beat Bibiani because Bibiani's been talking all his mess. He left my horseman. He's doing all the things that he's doing, and he crashed and burned both times. Both times he's had a shot out in the first round, and I wanted shots at Bibiani because of all the stuff he's been talking. But that being said, Sam Levine, you and I have had a date with destiny for quite some time now. Ever since you shot your mouth off to Emma Pfeiffer and you said, "Fuck John Rocha." Yeah, I remember.
That's gonna
I
be
still
a
have it as a
great
video
match.
on my
Oh my
phone. I
gosh.
wake up to it. I play it to myself every morning just to
Wait,
motivate me
it's your alarm
against
clock?
you. Yeah, it's my alarm clock. It's what Sam Levine wakes me up every morning with this.
Competitor level, I kind of hope it's Rocha because fuck you. Fuck you, John Rocha.
That's right. That's my alarm. Every time I wake up, it gets me out of bed. It gets me into the gym. It gets me studying movie trivia. You know why, Sam Levine? Because I got to beat your diminutive butt once and for all. That beard, no one's buying it. A child your age can't grow a beard that big. I know it's all fake. You put it
Oh
on a
man, I
spirit
really
cup.
want
You're
Levine to
lying
take him
everybody.
out.
That's goat hair.
Like
It's not
I
even
really
real hair,
like
Sam
Rocha,
Levine. You're
but
taking
I
it from the
really
bottom of the
want
top of your
Levine to
head,
take him
putting it on
out.
your face. It's disgusting. Go bald already.
It's kind of a novel idea. Now, you are a veteran
Yeah.
in this tournament. Do you think does it ever get easier? Are you still a little nervous going forward?
Absolutely. You're always nervous going against the competition because, like Christian is always finding and recruiting new people, smart people, intelligent people about movies. Look at the tournament now. Drew McWeeny, Bibiani, all these incredible people. Someone like Stacey Howard can step in and beat Mark Ellis. That tells you the level of competition we're dealing with here in the tournament. And certainly Jason Inman was no pushover, and I fully expected for him to take me to the end, and he almost did.
Well, I can't wait to see what you do next in the tournament.
Me either. It's destroy Sam Levine. That's what I'm doing next. Sammy, put it in your Bible.
Hey, wait, before I let you go, I have one more question.
Okay.
You know, with Riley being a two-time champ
Yeah.
and Merle being a two-time champ, is there a little bit of pressure to go up against Christian in that final match?
Oh, Jen, I wouldn't say it's pressure. It's excitement. It's drive. It's desire. Look, I said 4 matches, right? We're down to 3. It only makes sense. I want to be a 2-time champ as well. Listen, I know people still think it's a fluke that I won both those belts, the tag team belts and the single belts. They think it's a fluke that I beat Dan because I couldn't beat him because that Calvin Klein question. I was one Back to the Future question away from beating Dan again. But people still think it's a fluke. So if I'm going to belong on that Mount Rushmore of the Schmoedown, I feel like I have to be a 2-time champ just to get up there. And Christian Harloff, you talk all that mess. You talk all that stuff that I beat you by 1 point, the Rocky 3 analogies, all that stuff. You got your revenge tour. You best be praying to face me, son, so you can finish that thing out. It'll be the last stop on your tour, Christian. And the belt's coming back around my waist or on my shoulder where it belongs. Because these are the shoulders built to carry a championship belt. That's right, Jen.
Yeah, they're pretty tough. Oh, Jason. That was a rough way to go out.
Hey, you know, I was just happy to be there.
Frozen? Frozen, really?
I couldn't place the year. I couldn't. You know, that's what happened in all 3 of my last questions. Like, I knew the answer, but I couldn't make it come out. I thought the last question was a trick, so I was like, okay, it's either a trick or I'm going to say the obvious answer. But I knew Frozen won an Oscar. I just couldn't place the year.
Frozen, Gatsby, Meg Ryan. Who gets taken out? by
Romeo and
Meg Ryan?
Juliet. I know, Meg
Right.
Ryan, that bitch. All right, she took me out too. So.
Oh, it was really, really close though up until it was a 1-point match.
Mhm.
How great were you feeling that second round going into the third round?
I was feeling really good because Rocha could have dominated me in biopics, but he didn't. And I was really worried that I made a mistake hunkering down on Spielberg, but I couldn't chance it. There were too many unknowns in the wheel, so I was feeling pretty comfortable in Spielberg, so I decided to make my claim. And you know what? It actually worked out for me most of the way.
It did. Luck
Yeah.
played your side. That wheel can either destroy someone or it can be their best friend. I think you did pretty well today.
Yeah. There were some Rocha questions for biopics that I knew. So, like, yeah, for, you know, John Rocha, I really respect him. I was very scared coming to this match. I expected him to TKO me in the second round. So the fact that he didn't. Makes me feel pretty good today.
So going forward in the tournament, can we say you're rooting for John Rocha?
I am rooting for John Rocha.
If you're gonna get taken out, you're taken out.
Yeah,
by
yeah, and I'm gonna stick by my pledge. If I can make it to his matches, I will be there. I will walk out hand in hand with him, celebrating him, maybe with fireworks, some sort of confetti.
We don't have permits for that.
We're gonna make the studio messy. However we do it, I'm gonna celebrate John Rocha because I was pulling for Scott Mantz, I was pulling for John Rocha, and now John Rocha's the only one in there, and I want him to go all the way to the top.
So now that you've been knocked out of the tournament, what's next for you?
Well, I had some fun in the singles tournament, and I'm going to come back to the singles. I think, me winning the 5-way and me proving that Rocha didn't just shut me down proves that I still have some play to have in the singles tournament. We did pretty well in the team tournament. Team Truck's going nowhere. But
Sweet, I love Team Truck.
There is a tournament that I need to be in.
Which is that?
Inner
That is
Geekdom?
the Inner Geek.
Yes!
That is the one that Christian at every turn has been like, oh, we can't schedule a match. We can't schedule a match. We can't schedule a match. I think he's afraid that I'm going to take that belt really quickly away from Hector Navarro because he's just never given a shot at it.
Wait. You think the commissioner is dodging you to schedule this match?
A little bit. He had a shot to put me in the very first Inner Geekdom. If there was anybody you were going to put in the Inner Geekdom in this whole group, it would have been me. I mean, for God's sake, I'm wearing this right now. I'm wearing Double Nerd. And he didn't put me in the first round.
Late.
So, no, but Inner Geekdom, I'm going to shoot like a phoenix straight to the top.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
So encouraging.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
I had a great time.
We will see you again soon.
Oh, cool. Can you validate my parking too?
I don't have that kind of authority here.
Damn it.
You see that? I mean, John Rocha, look, I know it's his first time back in a while, but he seems not too concerned about some of the rustiness that we clearly saw up there today. Biopics, he had to get the dust off of that category.
Well, I think that, to be fair, John Rocha is very strong in the third round. So I think that had Jason Inman bounced it back to Rocha, I think we would have been for a fight. It's just, Inman just didn't have it in the third round.
The guy hasn't seen Frozen 10 times. Are we going to punish him forever?
Well, the Frozen one was pretty tough.
You knew it.
I knew.
You love that song.
I did. But listen, it is a matter of Rocha obviously said that he really wants to get back at the belt, and I respect him for it. And part of me is it would be very interesting to play Rocha again. He's the only one on my tour that I have to finish, my revenge tour. The only person
sold out tour across this great land of ours.
So, but look, Rocha's also talking about Sam Levine. He knows he's got to beat Sam. He knows that there's some tough competitors out there. And he is not the same Rocha that he was last year. He's taking a very different approach to this. You can see him when he was talking to Jen. He is more focused and more just determined to win and doing it in a much different presentation.
Yeah, and a little more dressed down, maybe a little less emotional even. Yeah. Rocha, when he wins, when he loses, he's trying not to get too high or too low. So hats off to both of the competitors, one of which wears a great cowboy hat.
Well, Rocha's now 7-4 as he starts his climb back into the Ultimate Schmoedown. 1 down, 3 to go in order the Ultimate Schmoedown winner to be the Outlaw, but he's got a tough road ahead. Look at that bracket. We have a lot left here.
Oh, wow. So Rocha Levine, Howard Cushing, Chandler Kalinowski, Snyder JT. Those are going to be fantastic. Oh, my gosh.
I love the pairing already. Sam Levine's been playing hot lately.
Yeah.
John Rocha now is trying to get back on track.
So hopefully then it'll be Levine.
You know who else is on fire is all the fans out there for sharing this, going door to door, taking their laptops to their neighbors and saying, you click right here and watch the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Also join the Facebook page and check out the Schmoedown Rundown on iTunes. I lost my match.
Oh, man. So, wow, that was a really great match. I'm really sad that Jason Inman just struggled in that third round, but like I also said, I'm not sad to see Rocha win. I think he's a great competitor, and I love watching him compete. He's entertaining. So looking at the bracket for round 2, we've got Rocha Levine. If my bracket still mattered, if it wasn't completely shattered, I'd have Levine. And then Cushing Howard is going to be great. I've got Cushing. And then on the other side, we've got Kalinowski and Chandler. Kalinowski is who I have for that one. And then we have JT Snyder. That one is going to be just, I can't even imagine what's going to be going on with that one. That one's going to be a whole event all in itself. But I'd like to see Snyder pull that one out. So it'll be real interesting to see what happens there, because these matches are just going to be great. I'm really excited. But yeah, so let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you had Inman, if you had Rocha, who you have coming up in the round 2 brackets, who you'd like to see win. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.